All right. See here.
All right.
Can you hear me, Lisa?
I can hear you fine. Shalom, everybody that's in the chat. It's been a while, hasn't it? I know
Yeah.
it's
I
only
have
been
on some
7 days.
headsets. That's why I was asking. Could I hear you? Could you hear
Okay,
me?
I can hear you. It's been 7 days, but it feels like a lifetime,
Oh,
don't it?
okay.
Oh man, we got so
I'm
much to
asking, can I
tell
hear?
you.
And the sounds low. Something is wrong.
All right. So, yeah, you can go ahead and mute
Hold on.
yourself if you need to fix things.
Let's see.
Okay.
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it came in perfect.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We got to get you caught up on quite a few things that are going on, and it
Wait
can
a
only
minute, Lisa. I
happen.
didn't put this on mute.
Okay. It's not shocking that these things are happening to many Black YouTubers, but it is. So let me just start with this, and then we'll get into what happened to myself and True Royal over the last 7 days. All right. I spoke to Phil. I got an email, and I want to thank King Obadiah for filling me in. I did talk personally to Phil. Many of you might have noticed that the African Diaspora News channel has been taken down. Now, Phil has been out here well over 10 years, and it's something that happened to him is similar to what happened to me. I got a warning put on my channel back in 2019, and the video that played was a doctored video. It was of me playing, just saying the same thing over and over and over, and I don't have a looping video at all. So somebody clearly put that video up on my channel just to justify putting a warning out for me. So he had something similar happen with a crypto video, and he doesn't even do videos on cryptocurrency. And that is what brought his channel down. He is working on it and getting it back up and anticipating it will be back up in, shortly. And hopefully
Sound
he'll
like a
just
damn
say
inside. Sound like
it
an
is.
inside
It
job.
is nothing but an inside job.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about
You're
it.
not even original with your shit.
Right. So now that that is out there, y'all, I just let him know that I supported him, and and if he needed any help to let me know. So we're going to talk about what happened to myself and True Royal about 7 days ago. Now I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm gonna let True Royal tell you. You ready,
Okay.
Queen?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, so I happen to be watching a video, and out of nowhere I get a pop-up to let me know that one of my videos was going to be taken down. I had never seen that format ever. So I went over to my email, and it said that they gave me the notification also on my email, and they said that California time that they had took the video down at 1:47 p.m. and the video um, was about coronavirus, and they said I was giving out um, um, medical information, medical information. Well, I don't remember how I ended up talking to Lisa, but either Lisa called me and said the same thing happened to her. And I said, "What time was your video taken down, Lisa?" Okay, so that would have been 4:48 p.m. So the time, there's a 3-hour time difference. So my video was taken down at 1:47 p.m. and hers was at 4:47 4:48 p.m. And her video happened to also be about coronavirus and the same thing, saying that we're giving out medical information. And my particular video it was just one of those videos where I didn't talk that much. One was when they did two different videos like this, because they did another one the next day, but both of them were the same type of videos. One was a male nurse, it was a brother, and he was just speaking of his experience being one of the frontline workers, and he was distraught. He had seen a great deal of death. Okay. And then the second video, I think her name is Dr. Green, don't hold me to it, where she was giving a lecture. And when I listened to the entire video, because it was over an hour, I only spoke 3 times. I didn't give out any medical information. And she was just talking about how vaccines works and everything else. But the thing is, they were both on the same type of videos. I mean, these people not even original with their shit. You know, oh, and also our videos were done months ago. So mine's was done in February. I forget when Lisa's were done, but they did it in sequence. And then the very next day, they did the same thing to me, but they did not do it to Lisa because they knew that we were on to their shit. Point blank. You know, they might even be listening to us. And you know, True Royal don't give a damn. You know, I'll speak straight to the enemy. So, you know, these are the things that we have been experiencing. Um, we get abused literally every day. They do something to us. And these features and all this crap that they have set up here on YouTube, I learned early on, as soon as I got on YouTube, and I didn't even have a channel back then, you know, making videos. They set it up where um, a white supremacist have full range to do whatever the hell they want. Because y'all know, like if you on Facebook and you block somebody on Facebook, um, you block them. You block somebody on YouTube, it's a useless feature. They set it up like that to be menacing. They, you know, it's a playground for trolls. Um, so, Lisa, you want to come in and fill in? I hope I said everything correctly.
Yeah, you did. Just a few things. Now, the video they got me on, ladies and gentlemen, was from March 2nd. Okay. And they claimed it was medical misinformation. And it was not even about that. It was the CDC director that was giving a warning. And I did a live stream on that. That was one of my live streams. And I was talking about, you know, the variants being here. I was talking about what the CDC director said, and I actually agreed with her, but they're acting like, and even to this day, like they got this whole thing resolved. And we know they don't have shit resolved.
No, they don't.
So, based on that video, they said it was medical misinformation. And when you listen to that video from point A to point B, there is no medical advice given out by me.
Yeah, we know not to give out medical advice. We know not to do conspiracy theory videos. We also know not to attack other bloggers out here. And there's a lot of people that do all of those things and above, and they keep the people around that are nuisance and stuff. Um, some of these things that y'all are saying, we have already did that, and I'm not going to repeat it. Bailey, but yeah, we've already did that. All right, I'll just keep it like that. Now you got to think about the two people you listening to. Do you think that we would just lay down and let somebody just walk all over us? We would just sit up here and just take abuse.
And just let you know, this is a planned attack, y'all. You I know they have hit Queen Amadaya, and she's been demonetized, and I think she got some strikes and stuff. They got True Royal and me at the same time. Come on. When you see stuff like that, this shit is planned. Somebody planned this. And then now you see what's happening with Phil. These aren't coincidence, y'all. You got a white supremacist behind the scene doing all this mess.
Yeah, they have their own
Or
personal
you got a
vendettas.
group of them, or you got a group of them behind the scenes doing it. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure this
Well,
out.
you know, last night when I was doing my premiere on my backup channel, um, a YouTube moderator, they yeah, did they say YouTube? No, they said Google moderator. took down some of my subscribers' comments right before our
Yeah,
eyes.
that's a big thing they've been doing now for several months. And I think
Mhm,
that it has amplified now
mhm.
because I'm hearing it almost on a daily basis of
So,
people posting comments and the comments disappear.
okay, you saying that they got Big Judah and Big Levi too now? Are they down? Let me go check.
I saw Big Judah this morning.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I saw Big Judah this morning, so I
Mhm.
don't know if he's down. He was up this morning.
Yeah, it's but we noticed that noticed that
No, Big
there
Judah's not down. He's
it's
still
not
up.
down. He's still up. Okay. What
They may
about
be
Big?
messing with them, but no, he's not down. I see his channel.
Let me check Big Levi. See if he's up. Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
But they do mess with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did hear they were messing with Vicky Dillard. They've been messing with her for a while though.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know, but like I said, this is not a coincidence that you see so many people on Black YouTube that are being attacked right now. We know what's going on.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
we've been saying forever that this is an inside job, and we still believe that.
Hmm. And then
Yeah, they got
you
Willie
have
D. In fact, Willie D and I spoke when his channel went down. You know, people were telling him about how I won my court case, and we spoke. And in fact, Sunday I'm going to be interviewing Truth Unveiled 7777. He was taken down, and he's going to talk about what happened to him. And again, this is not a coincidence. They planned this attack, y'all.
let
That's
me
why
say
we're seeing so much of it. This is
let
planned.
let me say something real quick. Barbara B, you said, can I just send money orders to you all instead of going through YouTube and cut the ties with you? Yeah,
Yeah, you
you
can
can
do
send
that.
money orders. I just had a subscriber mail me
Yeah,
a
I
money.
just got
You
some
know,
this week. I got people that
mm,
do that
yeah,
consistently. I mean, you can use Cash App, you can use PayPal. You don't have to
mhm,
give any donations through YouTube. There's many
yeah.
ways to do this.
I'll put up Lisa's shoot, I don't know it. Let me find it. I'll put up Lisa's email,
Yes.
and then you can send her um like that.
Yeah, Vampire Hunter Greg. Yes, I'm going to have Truth Unveiled, and I'm going to be interviewing him. I've been talking to him behind the scenes about a lot of what's going on with him because he lost his main channel, and that was not that long ago. And like I said, you just look at the pattern of what's going on. Just look at
Okay,
the pattern. And I
Barbara,
mean, whoever's
excuse
doing
me.
this or whatever group of people that are doing this, they're not very bright.
So periodically I'll put up Lisa's email here if somebody want, um to send her something, you can get the correct PO box address and stuff. And out of courtesy,
You can usually find mine pinned in the comment section of a video. So you can click in virtually any video and you will be able to find that information.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's an ongoing battle,
Yeah.
and they try their best to let's see, Lisa, they took down the minister of wellness too.
No, I'm not surprised. And what he's
Mhm,
just talking about food, okay,
food,
and
yeah.
diets, and but that's what is that hate speech? And that's another thing. They're trying to make this concerted effort to put hate speech on Black folks.
Uh-huh.
Now,
And
look, in whatever condition we are in, we certainly didn't get this way on our own.
mm-mm,
Okay. We didn't get this way by ourselves. See, you got psychotic people that want the luxury of abusing us, mistreating us, killing us, and doing whatever, but we supposed to suffer in silence. That ain't gonna happen.
check this out.
We gonna talk and speak whenever we feel like doing it.
Freely, yeah. So I was put on Facebook jail the day of the verdict, and I heard others were too. Yeah, because they knew how we was gonna react.
Yeah. Yeah.
They never want to see us in a win-win situation and stuff.
Mm-hmm. See, freedom of speech they think is exclusively for them. It's not
That's
for anyone else. And you know how unrealistic that is?
it is very
So
unrealistic.
we're supposed to live life, be oppressed, but never talk about it. That doesn't even make any common sense.
Mm-hmm. It
And
doesn't.
no, I'm not going along with that. Not now, not ever.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna keep it as coded as I can. Um, Miss Cook, I'll just say it like this: the two people that y'all are listening to is not just sitting here letting shit happen to them.
No. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just reading between the lines. That's the only way I can put it. We just not that
Miss
type,
Cook,
and
you
just
must
a
be new. You must be new if you think that
because
we're
we'll fight back. We'll fight back. Um, what I was trying to say. Um, Now I know some people, not all of y'all let us know that y'all have channels. I have found some of my subscriber had channels and I didn't know it. Because if anybody know anything about me, I love small channels. But this is what I would say, because they're gonna mess with you if you want to be a blogger. And what they'll do, you accumulate a lot of videos, they'll get a feel for you, and they're not gonna like you, and they'll take your channel down. And a lot of people don't want to fight, and they'll just put up another channel. At what point are you going to keep putting up channel after channel after channel? So we have to be the example to our folks. We got a fighting spirit, and then all of a sudden it's an inconvenience to just fight for your channel. I had what was that, 2 summers ago, they took me all the way down. I was hacked. And that's why a lot of us have backup channels. But I fought. I wouldn't give up. And I mean, you wouldn't believe the battle that I went through. I just did my videos on my backup channel and I battled with YouTube. But I was bound and determined to get my channel back. So, it's like all of us have pretty much lost the channel, and it's a principle of the thing. So, I put it to you like this, because usually people go to Lisa to when they lose their channels. Don't waste their time. Either you're going to do it. If not, don't even contact her. And I don't mean to sound so shitty or anything like that, but I mean that's what I have to do. Okay, I see Turin in here. Turin has lost a channel. I remember when they messed with Turin, he had just put up a channel, barely put up a video, and they took it down. They was messing with him. That was a few years ago. So we didn't have our fair share of it, you know.
Yeah.
We had to keep fighting.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ongoing battle, and I was telling True Royal, I remember back in 2018 when I said I was going to go to court, it was a lot of even my subscribers that didn't believe me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, maybe maybe they're used to hearing Black people say certain things but don't follow through. But no, I'm going to follow through.
You have to
And I
follow through.
did, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Mm-hmm.
understand why some people might not believe that I
Mm-hmm.
would do such a thing, but I did. But
Mm-hmm.
my disappointment is in many Black YouTubers that talk a good game, but when something goes down and happen, they just tuck tail and run. They don't have
Mm-hmm.
no fight in them at all.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then just
That's
sit up
really
and then
disappointing.
yeah, and
Really
just put
disappointing.
up another channel. I
Yeah.
mean, the enemy's winning. You have to fight,
Mm-hmm.
or you just gonna be putting up
We
channel after channel after
Yeah.
channel.
And we got too many out here that are always ready to fight with other Black YouTubers,
Mm-hmm.
but will swear up and down they're about their people and they're out here acting just like Tommy. We
You
got too
know,
many in our group like that, and those people, we got to start getting rid of them. They
yeah, we
gotta
do.
go.
It's like this, and Lisa know what kind of person I am. Um, Me and my husband, we try our best to help our folks because we've been blessed with a little bit of money. And there's a YouTuber that me and my husband donated $500 towards her son's education. She shitted all over me. She shitted all over Phil. She shitted all over Lisa. Y'all know who she is. And for a long time, because when I give, I don't talk about that type of stuff. I really don't. But one person that's really close to me said, Kim, you're gonna have to tell it because people are starting to really believe her height. And that's how some of our folks get down. I mean, you can be giving, and Lisa was even given to this person, and we never did nothing to her. And while she was trashing Lisa, she was Lisa was still donating to her. We got our own to get down nasty like that. That's
Mm-hmm.
rare for me to say who I give to because I don't and some of y'all know because I see some of y'all in here. It's not about broadcasting who you give to because I don't like that type of stuff. But you got some that get down that type of nasty, and um and I don't have time to be fighting with my folks. We got too much. We dodging bullets left and right. This shit is ridiculous. Our babies is getting shot all up in the street, and
Yeah.
then you got somebody tripping. You know your own. Oh yeah, I heard of yeah. I'm hearing how nasty Candace getting, and she gonna get more nasty
She,
because she
she
got
gonna,
that little piece of show.
she gonna get, yeah, it's gonna all come back. Come on.
Hmm.
These folks don't have no loyalty to us. That's why you didn't see Paris Denard go down. And what
Hmm.
happened to old Amber Phillips that was talking shit about black men?
We ain't
You
seen
know,
her in years.
yeah. And you got David Clark. They Diamond and Silk got kicked to the curb, right?
Hmm.
And you saw some broke woman. You know
Hmm.
who I'm talking to, Stacey Dash. She
Hmm.
all of a sudden cropped up. Candace is coming too. These folks are
Yeah.
not loyal to black folk. They are
Hmm.
there for the entertainment. Once they get sick of you, you're gone. And
Yeah, and they never and they don't recognize that. We were talking about that last night. That these coons shelf life is short,
yeah,
very short,
yeah.
and I guess they don't think that can happen to them. So Candace got this show, um, and it's rare, but she had a baby. You can't even tell the difference. She's still just as nasty and greasy and grimy, and she don't. One thing that I can say is she don't have no finesse with her stuff. She ain't
Mm-hmm.
smooth with it at all.
Yeah. And then you have Donald Trump. I saw him surface to go after LeBron James and called LeBron James all kinds of races. I was like, Donald Trump, who the fuck do you think you are? You just lost an election. You sitting up here whining about voting machines? No, the country said, fuck you. We don't want you as president. And you won't
Mhm.
accept that. The
Yeah.
country did not want you no more. And you can't accept it. So you're blaming the voting machines. It wasn't no voting machines. People told you to get the fuck out and they don't want you.
Hmm. Tracy, I'm not talking about Cynthia G.
No,
I'm
we're
talking
not talking about Cynthia G at
Cynthia.
all.
And I'll just go ahead and just say it because y'all know I'm blunt. It was Dirty Kitchen. All right, so y'all don't have to be speculating and all that. And she know it's coming from me, and she ain't gonna come over here and deal with this. She don't want this smoke because I'll blow smoke and flames. No, she don't want to deal with this. All right, so y'all, it's clear. That's the person I gave to, and we can keep it moving. But she has no loyalty to her folks. Talk one thing, talk is cheap and stuff. Talk is real cheap. But you know what? Like I said, like I told Lisa, her son, I would do the same thing over and over again because he really appreciated and stuff. It's these adults, and then they be having these fucked up ass parents and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't want to dwindle too much deeper into that. But just to clear that up.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so y'all, I know people were looking for me, and I did put something in the comment section, but I had to come to the realization that everybody was not going to look at the comment section.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you would have looked in the comment section, you would have found me. You would have found me on my second channel, which brings me to that. If you are not subscribed, you really do need to subscribe to my second channel. So if this happens again, you will just automatically know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
nobody should be confused about how to find me. I did a week's worth of videos on my second channel. And if you would have followed me, you would have realized that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed over there. It's
Oh,
Lisa C.
and there's just a couple little things I want to put out because y'all know I've been really adamant about it on my channel. Um, if y'all want to further discuss anything about supplements or anything to take in relationship to coronavirus, y'all know I always do it via email. We don't put that kind of information out. That's just giving them a reason to try to take us down. That was one of the reasons why I was harping on that. That I they looking they looking for stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we know better. We know the rules.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know.
Jet Black, I do the same thing. I'm not subscribed to her, but I do occasionally go over there and listen, and it's still the hateful content. Mainly, black men get blamed for everything over there, and
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. No
But see,
balance.
those kind of channels will survive on YouTube.
Yeah, ain't that something?
You know, they will
Mm-hmm.
survive on YouTube. They won't mess with as long as we get all the trash talk, nobody's going to bother them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They make themselves safe.
But you remember when she first came out?
Yeah. I
Everybody
was,
was joining the
I
channel. She
was
was,
listening. Yeah.
we all of us was listening. And then
Mm-hmm.
one day I noticed she switched up the whole format, and it was just totally different. Now they don't even bother her channel. She's up all
No,
the time.
no. As long as
Mm-hmm.
you're talking bad about someone black, then you're
Mm-hmm.
safe on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You're safe. That should tell you a lot. So they are
Mm-hmm.
not looking for a whole, a different opinion, or us just speaking on different topics on channels. They
Mm-hmm.
are looking for a specific kind of black person.
Yes. And the energy around it is negative energy, because if you notice, um, um, that's one of the things, and I get a little bit of backlash, not a lot. Like when I first started, I did, when I keep saying, how's the royal family, and I address each other by kings and queens, and our children as royals. It's an affirmation, and I know that the enemy don't like us um complimenting each other, and I even do it on the street when I'm out and about. I don't care what condition our folks is in. I'm gonna say that because they don't like that. So
They don't
it
like that.
create
They don't
yeah.
like us supporting each other either. If we look at what happened to Bonnie, and even me, I got some negative backlash when y'all helped raise money for my son's medical
Mm-hmm.
expense.
Yeah.
And just look, whenever we support each other, it's negative. But see, it's okay for them to dig in their pocket and give to a cop that killed one of us.
Yeah, and they
That's
rub it,
perfectly
they rub it all in our face.
fine. That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they rub it all in our face. In fact, because of us, because we were the first to interview Bonnie, and then after interviewing Bonnie, we send her over there to Phil. It made national TV, it made the national news,
Mm-hmm.
and it was all about the donations. And they had the girl spook, and I was in contact with her, and she took it down. And I said, "You don't have the right to take that down. You put that shit right back up, and let us take care of you. I don't give a damn."
Right. We don't care what they say.
Yeah,
We don't
you know.
care what negative thing they say. If you gonna raise money for a murderer, you don't come over here and say shit to us.
Yeah, I mean, ain't that a nerve? And you even got some of your own. I have had some of our own
Oh
come to
yeah,
me
some of the
about.
nastiest. They
Mm-hmm.
they think they can. Yeah, we got pocket watchers within the mist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I've had them actually come to me and ask me about your money. Lisa's money is none of my business, you know.
Right. And I don't do that to people anyway. I don't even care if I know it's a YouTuber, black YouTuber, and they got more than me. So what?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All
Good.
praises
Yeah.
to the Most High to allow you to have all that you have. That's how I see it. I don't get upset
Yeah, that's
about
how,
nobody
yeah,
like that.
we're not competing with each other. So you got to look at it like this, cuz I've had people do me like that. I remember when Lisa was just on my channel and she wasn't putting up videos, and her channel exploded, and I was like, wow. I said, wow, that's the it factor right there. You touching something right there, and and putting out information, stuff I didn't even know nothing about. So all I want to do is see my people win. And she has superseded me, but they have messed with my channel, and she should be even further than that. And so I don't care about that as long as we get the damn information out. Stop
Right.
trying to compete with each other on stuff like that. We have one thing in common: the enemy.
Mm-hmm. And so you're worried about somebody having one extra piece of lint in their pocket. Okay. Is that what you're
No.
concerning yourself with?
Mm, mm, mm.
Man, I tell you what, please get a life.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Yeah, yeah. Because like we go back to Phil. Phil worked really hard to get over 1 million subs. Because we were joking about. I remember Phil sitting on the floor on a mattress on the floor with a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Videos crooked, but he kept pushing, and his channel just kept evolving, 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 evolving.
Yes,
And you want to see that growth.
you absolutely do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what the hell do I look like sitting here being angry because somebody's channel is exploding? Why would I be upset
Mm-hmm.
about that?
And I know y'all find it hard to believe, but we do need more bloggers. We
We
really do.
do. And many of you need to get out here and start putting out content.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I not want to see that? We need more.
Yeah.
We don't have enough, if anything else.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't. You know, because I remember when I first started, because I was on someone else's channel, I didn't think I had anything to offer. People were like, "You need a channel." I'm like, I don't know what would I have to say. Then I realized I did have a lot to say.
Mm-hmm.
It literally, to be honest with y'all, it's some dual things going on my channel. Um, I've experienced a lot of death, and I'm an only child, and I lost my parents, and my parents died fairly young too. And the only way I can get through um, dealing with the my parents passing is I'm a person, I have to talk about them.
Yeah.
You know how some people, they get real quiet around a person, and it helps me. And I have learned that, because y'all know I talk about my father way more than my mother. I didn't realize what my dad had prepared me for until I actually had this channel. I didn't know I knew the system that well. I didn't know I knew the enemy that well. My father really, really was my master teacher. He taught me very well. And then I have learned through the royal family, because like I was telling Lisa last night, even though I was raised in a conscious community, my mother was part of the Black Panthers and stuff. We can be lost in those communities too. We can be shielded in those communities and everything. So I learned through everybody, and y'all know I'm dyslexic. I'm not the greatest reader. It doesn't stop me. And I'll go back and listen to my old stuff and my new stuff, and I can hear the improvement. I know you can tell, Lisa, I have improved immensely. So if you
Mm-hmm.
got something going on with you, just tell folks. I'm not the greatest reader, but y'all know I'm a damn good researcher, and I can find some shit. I know I'm good at that. I know I'm good at that. I'm not gonna let that stop me. And I've had a lot of people email me behind the scenes and say, I'm kind of afraid I'm gonna get teased and all that kind of stuff. But you got something to offer. To hell with them people. Somebody gonna always be talking about you.
Right. I got people that hate me to the core. And I never met them, nor have I ever done anything to them. But it just goes to show you, within our community, we have a lot of psychotic, effed up people. We really do. You don't have to do a thing to them, but they got a deep hatred for you.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't deal with them. And when they come, I just block them.
Yeah, we block and roll.
I
Don't
just
entertain
block
that
them.
stuff.
I
Block and
don't,
roll.
yeah. And somebody had sent me, do a video. I don't have to do a video on them folks. They just need
Mm-hmm.
to bounce and disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
don't care about nothing they got to say either. I could
Mm-hmm.
care less.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say I thank people like Sister Blackfoot. She been with me through some really horrible stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I'm not trying to leave anyone out. And I think Sharon, there is a world behind YouTube because we have to have some people we can talk to too sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have said more than once, some of these stories will drain you.
Yeah.
We just finished dealing with, well, so-called finished dealing with this trial. It was draining. It
Mm-hmm.
was really draining. Now we got to wait 8 weeks to hear the BS.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
so
That is
we
very
know how the system get down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we do a lot of things, and we support a lot of people behind the scenes,
Yes.
that you are just not aware of.
Mm-hmm. One thing I have learned, if anybody does have a channel, um, you might have a beef with someone and they want to escalate it. And what I've learned is that don't bring it to your channel. Um, 9 times out of 10, your subscribers don't even know you're having a beef. You have to bring it to them. But I have a but factor. Because people will mess with you. Now, the way I deal with people messing with me, because they said there's some invisible rules. No, I'm very unforgiving how I'm gonna deal with you. You're not gonna just fuck over me. I don't care who you are, and just say any and everything. So I might show up, I might not show up. I'm very unpredictable in that. But you're not gonna mess with me like that because I had to learn how to fight out here. Being nice to even your own. You got some really nutty ass black folks out
You
here.
sure do.
Lord.
I was telling True Royal, and this is kind of unrelated. When I was growing up, I had a friend. She and I got along great. We clicked almost immediately when we met. And this was junior high school. Nice girl, loved her, right? She had a pedophile uncle at her house.
Ooh.
And for long periods of time, they were leaving me in the room with this guy. And here I am, I'm a ninth grader, and this mofo was hitting on me.
What?
And she would come back periodically and then leave and come back and leave. And her theory was, yeah, well, he says stuff like that, but he ain't going to act on it. He just says it. No, 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 no. I'm 14. You don't talk inappropriately to a 14-year-old and your ass is sitting here in your 40s.
Yeah, they was setting
And
you up
and
like
and
that.
and listen, a lot of black folks do this shit. You got a pedophile brother, uncle, father, grandfather, and you'll be inviting kids to your house.
Mm.
They're like that. And then when something, and I'm glad when I went home, I spoke to my mother about it, and she told me stay from out of there because
Mm-hmm.
if something go down, they gonna be on his side. Period.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that sick?
They're
And
not
how
gonna
they
be
and
behind
how
you,
they
but
how they
black folks will do that in a minute. They know damn well the person at their house is a pedophile and will still have all kinds of kids over there.
mm-hmm.
You really got to be careful. Yeah, we
Yeah.
do got some nutty ass motherfuckers around.
Yeah. I've heard of stuff like that. And the thing that gets me, the pedophile always want to come around when there's a big event and and
He lived with
um
them. He
and
lived there. He
and
lived
then
with them.
and then everybody tiptoeing around them and accommodating them, and then the very people in the family that's victimized, they get angry with them. They get angry with them, um, because they feeling some kind of way. You're sitting there looking at this shit. No, you ain't showing up to the barbecue and stuff. Don't let me have a PA system because I'll get on there. My family then had to drag me out of some places. I'm gonna say something. That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna just say,
You
damn.
got a lot of our people that will do that shit. And they don't have no problem doing it either. Instead of sitting there and accommodating it, how come you don't ask that uncle or father or brother, just keep your ass from around here?
Yeah, they always want,
You
like I said,
don't
they always
you
want to
don't
come around
you
when
don't
it's a
want to
big
do that.
event.
Right. You don't want to do that, but you'll have kids and run the risk of them getting raped at your house.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know, no, I'm sorry. That kind of thinking is backwards for me.
Yeah, you know what, Mimi doll? I did that with my children. Um, I was to the far extreme strict with my children, and I remember my oldest daughter. One
No, I
time,
never did sleep. My mother never let
no
me do
sleepovers.
sleepovers.
That's what I was looking
I
at, and
just happened to go over there for that day. And when I realized what her uncle was like, I cut my visit short. I got out of there. I didn't
mm-hmm,
hesitate to leave. I sat there maybe about 20 minutes and I got up and left. I
that's
didn't stay. I didn't stay and wait for what this man was going to do.
no telling how many people they had allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
Um, um, I remember my daughter said, "Well, they black. Can I spend a night?" I said, "I don't give a damn what color they are." It was some family members I wouldn't even let them spend a night. It was just a few, very few. No, no, no. I just it. You know what? It's like this. There was a number of women in my family, including my mother, that were sexually molested by family members, and they did nothing. And I would hear my mother talk about it. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to be
That's a
protective of my
hurtful thing.
children.
That is a
Hmm.
hurtful thing when you're going through something like that and your family is not supporting you. That's very hurtful.
Yeah, it is. And also we have to protect our sons too as well, because they getting raped out here too as
They
well.
sure are.
Hmm. Yeah, and stuff. So we have to be protected, very protective, you know,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
stuff. That's a hurting thing. What was okay? Wendy, yeah, yeah, Lisa, do still have commentary on Anchor.
Yeah, I haven't been on there
It's
in a
me.
while. I just have to get on there more often again.
It's me that's lacking in it bad. And I've been asking y'all to kind of get on me about that, to get on Anchor,
Mhm.
because I don't cut my words too often and everything. So as much as y'all can read in between the lines, yeah, we had something happen to us, but trust and believe, me and Lisa are not just being a doormat.
No.
We will fight back.
I mean, look, I probably one of the few on YouTube that have fought back and got a standing record of fighting back. I'm
Twice.
just disappointed
Hmm.
when YouTubers will reach out to me, act like they gonna fight, and then at the end of the day, you don't have not 1 ounce of fight in you. You
Hmm.
don't have no fight in you at all. And but I love how folks will grandstand on these YouTube channels against your own people. You'll gladly do that. So and
Hmm.
so's married to a white man. Okay, let's say they are. What are you going to do that's going to influence them to leave? Nobody is going to leave their white wife, white husband, or whatever they are because your rusty, nappy headed looking ass said something on a video.
Hmm.
Who's leaving for that reason?
No.
Nobody's going to leave their family over some damn people all over YouTube.
Hmm.
Okay, you don't do shit for them. You ain't paying their bills. You ain't fucking them at night. You ain't doing nothing. But
Yeah,
you expect them to leave their children and wife and husband because you said some shit on a YouTube video. If you don't go somewhere and sit your stupid ass down, nobody is going to leave over no stupid ass people on YouTube.
mm.
What influence do you really have over their life? None. None.
Everybody cracking up.
And the way you sitting on these videos, sitting in some raggedy looking house, you don't look like you got much control over your own life. How you gonna tell somebody else what to do?
Damn, Lisa, that was strong. That was strong for me. Ooh, ouch.
Sitting in a damn house looked like it was filmed on Sanford and Son, and you sitting up there trying to tell somebody what they need to do. You know, go get your ass out of there. Go sit your ass down for real.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. That was funny.
I mean, what a waste of time. That is not helping one single person in the community. Okay, that ain't helping no damn body.
Yeah, I see you, Wendy T. I want to check out your anchor, Queen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, let us know about these things because I have discovered it's quite a few of y'all that have channels, but y'all don't say anything. You know, because I will support those channels. But you know, some people start out on Anchor and then gradually work over to YouTube, or they'll just stay over there on Anchor. Yes, she did, huh, Sister Blackfoot? Lisa dropped some strong words today.
Come on, y'all, you need to stop listening to people like that. That is of no use right now. We're in a day and age of COVID. People are trying to make it out here. Many
Mm-hmm,
of you have been without jobs. That kind of information, it just helps no one. If you're
mm-hmm,
going through something, it is not going to help you.
mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
those are the channels you really need to walk away from.
Mm-hmm,
If the information is not going to be helpful to your life on a regular basis, and they're just sitting there talking shit day in and day out over something they have zero control over, it is not, that is not productive at all.
mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
is not productive.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, look at what's going on. You got True Royal. She and I put a list of things that will help you physically. I got now the Better Buggy that's going to help you get some organic
mm-hmm,
vegetables on your table. All this other stuff out here is of no use if it's not going to help your immediate situation.
mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right about that. Mm-hmm.
I don't need to hear that kind of crap.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a daily battle with us. Like I said, every millisecond is something. You know, when I was sharing with you, Lisa, earlier about, and I've been noticing this pattern, um, like this young lady that just, teenager, a royal daughter got shot and killed, four bullets pumped into her.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw
you
that.
got a lot of anchors out there like saying, well, we looked at the different angles and they were left no other choice. And then they showed on CNN three incidents where white people had knives
Lunging
and
at cops.
lunging at cops and lived.
Yeah.
And what they're trying to do is come to the black community and basically say, okay, opposed to killing y'all this way, would it be more acceptable to kill y'all that way? And I have even caught family members saying, well, you didn't have to do A, B, C, and D to them. You could have did that. No, you don't touch my family at all. You don't
Right,
accept
right,
anything.
right. Right. If you're not touching them, you have no business justifying why you had to touch us.
Uh-huh.
Plain and
and,
simple.
and and so it's like they want to get us together in all these black communities and have these boards, and then they're going to be so-called transparent, and then you're looking at the video, and what they doing is trying to indoctrinate you on, because the goal is to continue to abuse us. Thank you for the donation, Jill B. That's a nice donation for Lisa. um and it's literally insane, but just check the play. That's how they coming at us to try to find a more acceptable way to keep murdering us, point blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll get some folks who get an unquote title. They ain't gonna get paid for none of this. They sitting on this board, look like you and I, and saying, oh, that's justifiable. No, 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 it's not acceptable. Like I said, you cannot satisfy royalty. I don't care what mere gesture or whatever they do. They say, oh, that person's guilty. Well, we know it's always some fuckery in it. That's why I said they bust our bubble every time. And we should always continue to be dissatisfied. You can't satisfy us.
Absolutely.
Somebody took a knee. Lisa showed a video. Somebody took a knee,
Oh, I
and they
was
getting
so
all excited. And
that
I'm
was
like,
in my state of all places. That was in
mm-hmm,
my state. So you can see the level of coons that are here too.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah. And so that's supposed to make up for all the dirt you did to us and continue to do to us by taking a damn knee.
And how do you know they took that knee to mock the death of George Floyd? They're cops. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? What is the motive behind it for them?
Well, one thing that I've been picking up on, because I will go backtrack and read comments, and some of my subscribers been saying that they feel like some of these shootings are revenge because having a resentment of what just happened in the George Floyd
Oh yeah, I know it is.
case. Yeah,
Mhm.
and now they want us to feel sorry, and we don't know if the shit is true. That now he's on suicide watch, and I'm like, okay,
I
your
don't care. I
ass,
could care less.
your ass was free the whole time. You had plenty time to off yourself.
Nah, I don't care what he does to
I
us.
don't care what he does, what he feel, or anything.
Yeah, don't care.
Oh, now he on suicide watch. Yeah,
Mhm.
and we already they have white COs watching him and
Right.
stuff. That
And
so
and
yeah,
and
he's being
also
pampered. Trust and believe.
right. And also take note, y'all, when they are on video screaming, stop resisting, taser, taser, taser. And oh, I feared, oh, talking about how it was a justifiable shooting. They're doing that all for court. When they're screaming, stop resisting, stop, that's for court. Just in case the video have to go to court, it's all psychological warfare to make the jury or judge believe by them screaming that out that you done did something wrong. That's all it
Mm-hmm.
about. Well, you notice how loud they are when they deal with black people? That's
Mm-hmm.
on purpose
Mm-hmm.
because they are intentionally trying to make sure their voice is captured on film
Mm-hmm.
so that when that stuff go to court, then they'll be accusing you of resisting, accusing you of not following commands, you didn't cooperate. That's all that is. It's
Mm-hmm.
psychological warfare. That's all
Mm-hmm.
it is. You
Some of
notice
you,
they don't do all that high talk, screaming, that high level of screaming with their own. They don't
mm-mm.
do that with them. They just do that with us. That's for court. That's what it's for.
Wow. He said my husband's coworker found out yesterday they gave him an expired vaccine. Ooh,
Wow.
Lord, leave
I'm
them
not
damn vaccines
surprised.
alone.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but what? Back to when you were saying taser, taser, because you had revealed it to me. That woman had used that same technique on someone else.
Yeah,
Taser,
she did.
taser.
It was a man that had autism, and she did the same thing to him, the identical thing that she did to Dante Wright. She did
Mm-hmm.
back in 2019 to a man with autism.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah,
swore she had her taser, and she shot him with a gun.
yeah, and I see some of the Asian community coming up in here. Y'all come up here and speak some damn English. Stop coming in here being cowards. You got something to say to us, say it to us. But coming in here with your language and shit, that's what's gonna happen to you. You know,
Mhm.
because y'all acting like cowards. So you put the shit in your language y'all can understand. We understand English and stuff. So you either need to put it in English, get your ass on. Really. Like in George in George Floyd's case, they didn't bring none of those other people that he had screwed over.
No,
You
and
know.
there were many that came forward to say they were choked by Chauvin. Many,
Mm-hmm.
and,
Mm-hmm.
many of them were black. And they sure quashed that, didn't they? They didn't even want it to be heard in court.
No, they sure didn't. They sure didn't. Mm-mm. Okay, Meyer. Um, you said, Churro, how can I order your supplements? It's not my supplements. It's the research that me and Lisa did, and I have a list of supplements and I'll give you my email and I'll send you the link.
And you got to add aspirin to it.
Aspirin.
Mm-hmm. They said when you can look this up.
Okay.
When you take an aspirin, it actually helps in preventing COVID from getting into the lungs. And you just need to take one aspirin per day.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right. Well, I'm already taking one, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So that's another thing you want to add. And it can
Okay.
be children aspirin or adult aspirin because, you can get the chewable one or, just the one that most adults take.
Mm-hmm. So I put my
Longer one.
email here, and I'll send you the link. And I have to add aspirin to that. So it was just a research we did, and we put a list together, and I have the link to send to you.
Yeah. So it's always getting updated as we're
Mhm.
finding things out.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah. There's
it's
plenty
always getting
supplements.
updated.
Trust and believe. Like I always say, the Creator put everything here on this planet
Mhm.
to cure us. It
Yeah,
just
it
takes a
is
little bit of
yeah,
research.
it's also a natural blood thinner. That's correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So y'all, just hang in there. We know we're all being abused. We're being abused, and you folks that are out here just commenting, you're getting abused. We're all
Mm-hmm.
we're
Yeah.
all taking it right now.
Well, I've said it more than once. I said our subscribers are the most abused subscribers we have, because we constantly having to, go to the backup channel and all this kind of stuff like that. And y'all just hanging there with us. I greatly appreciate it. Really do. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But but it further shows you how we want to really and truly. I see something, a commonality in all of us, most of us. We just want to fellowship with our own people.
Yeah.
We ache for our own folks. And we have some of the best channels out here, and they know it. Oh, they know it.
Mm-hmm. That is true. And it's absolutely what they don't want to see.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to see us, gather together and just have a talk and just relate to the things that are going on out here to us. And we know that they're going to ramp up on this stuff. It's not going to do you any good. We done told you your 400 years are up. There is nothing good coming from you.
Mm-hmm.
Look, from this point on, it is never going to be good. All right. It's never going to be good. All you got to do is look at our history. When we went under the punishment, from that point on, it was not good.
Okay, Marty Rescue, you saying you want to donate to Lisa? She has will some of the subscribers get those links? It's what way you want to donate. Do you want to donate through her Patreon? She got many ways that you can donate. So you have to be specific.
But no, I did do a Bible study for those of you that come for Bible study. I did do it, but it was on my secondary channel. That was the only one that was available to do it. And it was actually quite good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Brother L's videos. They be on fire.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm. And even the throwback ones are like what's going on present day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
Yeah.
But I'm still here, and I was here, and I know I saw some of the email, the post, where are you, we haven't seen you. And I just want y'all, whenever something like this happened, get in the habit of looking in the community tab, because I did tell you, I was on my second channel, and unfortunately too many people did not look.
Yeah. Okay, let me say this so y'all can understand what's going on. The only way y'all gonna get that link is to email us. I was told on my channel by many of my subscribers, do not make it easy for the enemy are they supporters to just grab a link for the, all the research me and Lisa did. So you got to email us behind the scenes. And then on top of that, they may say we giving out medical information. So you have to email us behind the scenes. You're not going to get this link. I'm just going to put it up because that'll just give them any excuse to mess with our channels.
Right. Yeah. I mean, right now, that's what they're doing. They're looking for any reason to bump us off. I mean, look, Phil has been out here, I think, since what, 2010, 2012?
Something like that.
And look at how long he's been out here, and it was nothing for them to bump him off. It was nothing for them. You know, there is no compassion in a demon. And I don't look for the compassion in them. I don't look for it.
Yeah.
Okay. There is no compassion there. They are looking to destroy us.
That's the ultimate goal.
That's really what it is.
But you know what? Like, keep this in mind. And I know it irritates us. Okay. We seen the Asian community get 50 million. Okay. Now they got, now they are protective class because I guess we disproportionately beating their ass, which is not.
We know that ain't happening.
It's not true. And so far, out of all the races of people on this planet, the way that they have reacted when it comes to coronavirus, they've been bitching, pissing, and moaning like they the only one exclusively have been, affected by this. So it may look like they winning, but y'all know the prophecy and we know what's going to happen to them. They're not going to win. Okay, what did you say, Vernon? You asking me a question? Sure. Funny, have you seen anyone flip-flop from Radical Home Goddess? I've seen a few. Yeah, I've seen a few.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's always a few.
So I'll put my email out here again and I'll send that to you, but you're not gonna get no link. I don't know why some people just insist. Got all kinds out here.
Sure do. We sure do.
But we do greatly appreciate our subscribers.
Look, 1,066 turned out for us.
Well, that's wonderful.
And we appreciate y'all. We do. We always have. And I don't take any of you for granted. Some of you have been there from the beginning, and that says a lot.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I see people that in here alone that was with me when I had my first channel. It's some people that are diehards.
Yeah, sure are.
Somebody put it for Radical Fukushima. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, all right. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to get y'all up to date on what happened. And like I said, it was no coincidence that we got hit at the same time.
I mean, but the thing that gets me is you do the same type of videos and then you do it back to back. You ain't even original with your shit.
And I really believe their COVID policy was written specifically for us anyway.
Well, when it comes to us, they like to pencil it in and pencil it out, based on how they feel and stuff. Ain't nobody begging y'all asses to come over here to listen to our videos.
Yeah, but they do. They will, and it's very psychotic too. Now, they'll bitch and complain about what you say on a video. And then when you say, well, you didn't have to sit here and listen, I can be anywhere I want. I say, you know how psychotic you sound?
Mm-hmm.
So in one instance, you want to bitch and complain. And then when somebody tell you to move on, you want to complain that you don't want to move on.
Okay, Turin just put a message here. You know, I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong. Shahito.
Oh, Seiji Hito.
So,
Yeah, I know
okay.
he's gone through it many times.
Well,
Yeah.
he's on his backup channel again.
Yeah. So they probably got a strike on him. Like I said, it is very obvious they're doing this to Black YouTube. It is obvious.
Boy, they mess with him a lot.
It's obvious. Tareen, I don't know if you heard, they got Phil. His channel, the African Diaspora News, is gone. And that was his main channel. So we're not surprised. Look at the people they're getting. They hit me and True Royal last week with strikes. They got Seji. They got Phil this week. You know what I mean? This ain't no damn coincidence. They're making the rounds and trying to get Black YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They're making the rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on scheduling Truth Unveiled 7777. Hopefully we'll be able to hook up on Sunday, and and I'm going to do an interview with him. And they also took his entire channel down.
Damn.
So that's coming up. So y'all look for that live stream within the next 2-3 days. Hopefully we'll be able to come together and do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Okay. So people did inform you. He said he's working on it and it will be back up shortly. And I hope and pray that it is.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of dirt.
Yeah, it's stressful. It's stressful too, because you put a lot into your research. You want to get accurate information to your folks and stuff.
Yeah.
And they, I mean, the stuff that they be tripping off of is so petty, because they always want to use hate speech. No,
Right.
it's true. It's true speech. We're speaking truth about your nature,
right,
and how y'all get down on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. And if Black people are fucked up, we sure didn't get this way on our own. You offered a lot of help along the way. A lot of help came from you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They just don't want to hear about their part in the fuckery. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just love how, one thing I love about COVID, it sure brought out in full circle their lack of accountability. Now everybody sees it. Everybody. Every time there's some criminal case they're caught up in, the first thing they try to do is find a way where they can either blame the victim for what happened, or they're not responsible at all.
That's what they were doing. There was the other night on CNN, that little 13-year-old boy that got shot, and his hands were clearly in the air.
Yes, they were. I saw that video.
And, one cop from the president of the fraternal order was like, oh, he had fresh tattoos, and he was this and he was that.
So and white people walk around here with tattoos too. Did you gun them down?
Mm-hmm. I mean, just the callousness that they had for that child. That was a 13-year-old child. Well, that's bad parenting. Kids slip up out of the house.
Okay, well, what kind of parenting is it for all these mass shooters?
Mm-hmm.
How come you don't talk about the parenting when it comes down to them?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good parenting?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't have a leg to stand on.
Mm-mm. No compassion for the child. And now they trying to justify killing that 13-year-old girl, and it was other remedies. Because what got me was, I did not know until the next day that they had put four bullets in her. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate to shoot her. But I promise you, if it was a white girl doing the same thing, she would still be alive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We know.
I seen a white boy shoot at cops.
Oh yeah,
And
I seen an old man shoot at a cop, and they used shields and everything,
yeah,
and they were able to arrest his ass.
I seen that video before. Uh-huh.
And they
Mhm.
got the nerve and the audacity to act like when we get shot, we need to understand. No, we don't have to understand nothing.
It's
When
not
we
gonna
got shot,
happen.
we're looking at the same shit that you've been doing for 500 years. We're always wrong. Anybody that shoots us that's not black, they always right. We've been looking at that for 500 years.
I feel you, B1. Where you at? Queensland. She talking about that Kyle, his
Oh yeah,
mama.
you see how that cop got fired for donating? See, but we know they do that kind of stuff behind the scenes. They're not
Mm-hmm,
stupid.
mm-hmm,
Cops have been donating to killers forever now, especially if they kill us.
mm-hmm.
They all get on board and donate.
What they said. One Muslim brother, in Jersey, who did 44 years in jail
Mm-hmm.
for killing a Jersey cop.
But
But my,
they'll grab us up and throw us in jail, and you ain't even the person they should be obtaining. They don't care.
yeah.
They don't care.
Mm-hmm,
They don't care if they put us in there innocent. They could care less.
mm-hmm. The ultimate goal is to damage you.
It's just to get you in there at all costs. They don't even care if they got the wrong person. They could care less.
Mm-hmm. But one thing that has been our saving grace is that um, having social media, people having cameras now, they're seeing, we're on the world stage, so everybody's seeing what's going on, because all these shootings, they were saying that it's starting to become an embarrassment and stuff. And
It's an epidemic.
this country want to act like they so humane,
It's an
want to come
epidemic.
down on other countries for how they treat their people.
But
They got a nerve.
you notice a lot of countries are now pushing back on that. They're not
Mm-hmm,
letting America sit down and talk about human rights in other countries. They are now pushing all this stuff they're doing to black people here.
mm-hmm,
And they don't like that mess.
we don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know why they're taking us down and messing with Seji Hito now and Phil, because black the new black media has been effective, y'all. And they know it. We are making an impact. It
Mm-hmm,
is very effective. And many of our people are now turning to us for the news,
mm-hmm,
and they know it's working. So now, you know how it is. Anything that we put together, they try to destroy.
mm-hmm.
That's how it is.
That's
But
right.
yes, we are making a lot of headway
Mm-hmm.
on social media, not just here on YouTube, but on Twitter. That's why it's Black Twitter, because Black Twitter is strong.
Yeah.
And we're
Mm-hmm.
powerful on any platform we go on. Eventually, we're going to get the attention of our own people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
we see how
they trying to bust it up. They're trying to bust everything up, and that's their reputation. You can
mm-hmm,
see it in Black Wall Street, and anytime we come together and we feel a certain way, here they come. They think their job is to bust up everything they see us doing.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm just curious. Um, when y'all first came to YouTube, was it hard for y'all to find the black community or the black
It was for
bloggers?
me. The
I
only
know it
black
was for me.
person, the only black person they wanted to show me when I first came was Tommy. And that's
Mm-hmm,
the truth. And I was like, why? How did he get here? I was not requesting this.
mm-hmm,
It took, y'all, I'm telling you, it took 3 years to get Tommy out of my feed.
mm-hmm.
And the reason why he got out of my feed is because I refused to click on anything that had his name on it. And then one day he just disappeared altogether. He was no longer showing up in my feed. But that's
Yeah,
how I had to
who
do
I
it.
ran into first was that, I think his name is David Carroll.
Yeah.
Him, and then it was Tommy next. But it was hard to find our folks. They bury us in
Yeah,
YouTube.
they do.
I really had to start just digging. you know, and and there's probably more out there we don't even know nothing about. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure there are too. I
Mm-hmm.
know they got Queen Amadaya. I was listening to her. In fact, when I was watching her, she got one of those pop-up notifications about a copyright strike. And I said, yeah, they're making the rounds, y'all. Just
Mm-hmm.
understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Just understand they're making the rounds.
Yeah. Oh, Roland Martin. Roland Martin, please, with his fat ass.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to cuss us out. He
Right.
didn't cut. Them white folks then worked his ass over. You don't never hear him cuss them out.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and I promise you, when he got off of mainstream news, it was no black person that fired him. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but we're the ones he's angry at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no respect for you, Roland.
Mm-mm. I know Vicky Diller give him the blues. Lord. Yeah, he get on his tangents and get to cussing us out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
But see, I don't take that off of him. And the
Mm-mm.
last time he had a little blow up, I unsubscribe. I'm not taking that off of nobody.
Mm-hmm. He be stealing from us. Oh yeah. Yeah, his wife is a pastor. I
Mm-hmm.
know about that.
Well, so that don't really
Yep.
mean nothing, y'all. Sometimes people will be married to pastors, and they'll be some of the nastiest people you ever met in your life.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that happen.
Remember when he was at least remember when he was saying he lost 18 pounds?
Yeah, and nobody saw it.
I couldn't see it. I was like, where's he look? Wait a minute. You got a double neck. He don't push that product no more, I noticed.
No,
Mm-mm.
and yeah, I heard not long ago he snapped on black folk again.
He on a tangent.
And I'm like, okay, well, he won't be snapping on me because I'm not coming over there.
I haven't been over there in a while lately. I'm not I it's a mixed bag with me. It's not necessarily I want to listen to Roland, but I like some of the guests that he bring and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And so it's like somebody got to go do it. You know who I haven't went and listened
Yeah,
to?
but also remember, he's the one that gave us Amber Phillips.
Oh
that
Lord,
came out of Roland.
yeah, that sure did. I haven't went over there to listen to what's her name? I done forgot her name. It's on the tip of my tongue. The one who says she loved Trump. Um, Patricia. I think that her name is Patricia. I gotta go check her out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Yeah, they do unsubscribe from purposely unsubscribe. I know y'all know that.
Yeah.
Um, and they take wrenches away. And because I kid you not, every live stream or premiere I do, I'm giving people their wrenches back. And
Mm-hmm.
somebody's constantly saying I didn't get the notification. So all that is done deliberately.
Yeah.
But I've seen people really get bent out of shape when they don't have a wrench and get real mad at at the blogger. And you got to do your own thinking for me. You say, yeah, I ain't had no words. Oh yeah, Patricia Dixon. Thank you. I gotta go check her out. I wonder how she over there doing since her man didn't left. Said Roland has lost his mind and his manhood. Gets unsubscribed from Lisa all the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't jump to conclusions on your people you've been watching for a while, like they just purposely did that. We can't catch everything.
Yeah. Yeah. We look, we're just, like I said, we're dealing with a lot, but we just wanted to update y'all on what happened because I know you didn't see us, but we were talking behind the scenes about all of this stuff.
Well, more it stood out more so with you because I'll go on my hiatuses, but it really stuck out when you were gone. I felt it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, you know,
Yeah.
because you constantly putting out, really good videos.
That's why I tell y'all, many of these people puffing their chest out, talking about freedom of speech. That same person saying that bullshit don't have a problem trampling on our freedom of speech. They don't have
No.
a problem. I mean, these people are bona fide hypocrites. They are. But they
Mm-hmm.
want their freedom of speech respected while they shit on yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, we full of hate. Now they can't stand the truth.
Right, I know. We're full of hate, but where did
Mm-hmm.
that hate originate from? It didn't originate from us. Didn't originate from us. So, but that's what they do. Anything that is wrong with them, they try to flip it onto us. They have
Mm-hmm.
always done that mess,
Mm-hmm.
and they always will.
Yeah. And we shouldn't be having battles with each other because they winning. It don't make no
Right.
sense for us to be fighting. I mean, if you can't get along, you know, just part ways. Keep putting up your videos.
Yeah, you just when you got a channel and you're a trader, just say I want the kind of audience that are traders just like me. Okay, that way we know where we stand and we'll just avoid your channel altogether.
Yeah, we know you a straight ass coon.
Hmm.
We know what you about.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
say I have issues with all kinds of black people on YouTube and I just want the kind of audience that got issues with other black people. There you
Mm-hmm.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
you
It's that
you
simple.
you enjoy cooning.
Hmm.
Mm, mm.
You claim you're about your people and then you're screwing your people. Yeah, that's the
I'm
kind
trying
of
to
black person
I'm trying to
I
clean my words up today. Lord.
know.
Yeah. Be good. Be good. Whew. Mm, mm. I'm trying.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh, that damn Roland Martin with his boule ass.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, we
please, may
got.
I get you want to get our both of our cash apps. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull up Lisa's. She don't even know mine. Just give me a second. I'll get Lisa's cash app.
Actually, I'm $ Lisa C 777.
Oh, you got it out. Okay.
Yeah, mine is real easy.
And y'all will see my maiden name, which is Newman, on my cash app.
Yes, you got all them aliases.
Oh yeah. Here
It's
we
something
go.
wrong. It's something wrong. You got all them aliases.
Man, I've been clamped on that so many times. And
Oh man.
the people to be, looking me up with these aliases and then be like, well, what's she into? And I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, I ain't even figured it out.
Mhm.
You know, like I'm doing something. Okay.
Mhm.
Here is my cash app. Let's see here. I really don't like putting cash apps on other people's channels. She asked for it. Okay, there it is. You said you checked out what? You said what, Brother Sly? Lisa got one of them? That's a running joke. Damn, a lot of y'all talking about Candace. Did she say something else stupid today?
Yeah, yeah, she did. She says something stupid every day. That she is just hustling white people. That's all she's doing.
I'm gonna have to drag Candace again.
She was trying to drag LeBron James, and that's only because listen, Trump did it first.
Uh-huh.
So then she's just trying to jump on the bandwagon. You know how she is. She sits back in the cut, sees something going down with black folks, and then take the opposite side like we don't know what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, Candace. With your systemic yeast infection.
Mhm.
Says she got yeast infection from mold. Can I get yeast infection? Can I get that from mold?
Oh, you didn't get that from mold.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. No, not at all.
Yeah, you don't
And
have
then
to
let's
be
not forget when she posted on, Lisa was the one that told me that that she had posted um she had caught her husband and brother having sex with each other, and she asked to join in, and they told her no. Oh,
she
I had a
claims,
field day with that.
she claims that post on Twitter was photoshopped. I
Mm-hmm.
said that wasn't Photoshop, girl.
No, 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 no,
But
no.
this
That
is
wasn't.
what
No,
she
no,
was
no. Because no,
claiming.
no, 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 Lisa. No, 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 no. It was not Photoshop. She put that shit up at 12:53 a.m. It's some
Mhm.
shit going on around midnight. All
Girl,
right.
at
Now, if
her
it would have been
house.
any other time of the day, I would have said, I
At
don't
her
know.
house it was.
Mm-hmm. I wore
Yeah,
her tail out.
there was definitely some shit going on.
Yeah. Asked to join in. I'm like, oh my goodness, your brother Tyrone sleeping on the couch, ain't paying rent. He gonna have to pay some kind of way out of his ass. Mm-hmm. And
That's
white folks drug her baby.
they sure did. You know,
Mm-hmm.
several people have since brought that up. Every time she'll come out and say something outrageous, a lot of people will say, how come you keep attacking black people, but you didn't attack the people that insulted your baby?
Mm-hmm.
Because she likes those people that insulted her baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are the kind of people she like.
Yeah, she's not a likable person, but I'm telling you,
That just tell you right there, she's already starting off as a bad mother. What kind of mother
yeah.
don't defend their baby?
Mm-hmm. That girl don't act like she had a baby.
Mm-mm. Sure don't.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do one, Tanya. Oh yeah, it's time for me to lighten her ass up. Since she around, she gonna be the poster child over there on my channel. Since I can't use um who I was dragging,
Mm-hmm.
David, the coon, the ex sheriff. Oh, I had a field day with him. Damn, I hate when he ain't working no more. Make a
I
fool of
know.
himself.
I know. And he still got it in for black people. But I promise you, whoever fired him over at Fox News, it wasn't a black person.
Mm-mm.
Just like Diamond and Silk. That wasn't no black person that gave them the boot, kicked them to the curb. And there was no black person that got rid of Stacey Dash.
Oh, now Stacey Dash with her broke ass, she want to get back with black men and
Oh yeah,
and
she
all of
broke
that.
now. Oh yeah, she broke now. She's time to get back with black men now that she's broke.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Boy, that was boy. Can you? I remember I was I was online and I seen her mug shot and I was like, what the fuck? Then I look, and then a couple of days later, they talking about she need a public defender. I said,
Yeah.
what's your cash flow, girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
You
And
messed
her
up like that?
and her man had to come up there and get her out.
Oh, wait.
You know,
And I knew that situation wasn't gonna last long because he had teenage kids.
yeah,
And Lisa,
and they
you
did
you
not
you the
like
one
him.
know better than I. Now, when she met that guy, how quick was they all hooked up?
2 weeks.
2 weeks and ready to get married?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
She was hurting even then.
Desperate.
2 weeks.
Oh,
And
sloppy.
did you hear what he said during their divorce? He said she put a spell on him. That's why he married her.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
put a
know what she
spell
was
on him.
doing, but I'm gonna try my best to stay filtered here. Because this show could get real X-rated real quick. But I know what Stacy was doing. Yeah, I bet you'll catch her ass in one of them Damon Dash movies now.
Mm-hmm.
She desperate. All that time you been out there, um, I bet you she probably living with her son or something like that.
She is, but she's never been an A-list actress, though. I mean, she's never been that.
Well, you know what has I'm gonna be nice. Don't worry about that, y'all. Um, Clueless, Clueless just stuck with her.
Mm-hmm. And she was not even an A-list actress, even in that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Saying some of the dumbest shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that she never been an A-list. She never been. She, you know what I mean. She's never been that high
No.
where people were, seeking her out for roles and stuff like that. It was never like that.
What you said? Somebody said, Brother Bay said, did anyone hear about washed up quarterback Brett Favre saying that Shavin didn't meant to? Yeah, he
Yeah,
meant to
I
kill
heard
him.
that bullshit.
He meant to kill him.
Let me tell you something. This is what they do. These folks don't want no accountability for nothing they do. Nothing. But and I'm glad it's coming out and everybody is seeing it, because
Mm-hmm.
how many years did they always say, black people weren't responsible, black people weren't accountable, but look at them. They're none of those things.
Mm-mm.
According to them, if they kill someone, it's always the victim's fault, not theirs. If
Mm-hmm.
they go in the Capitol and smear shit and piss around, that wasn't their fault. They shouldn't have to go to
Ooh,
jail.
that's such a disgrace.
It's the same answer over and over. If one of them shoot us out in the street, that wasn't their fault. They should
Mm-hmm.
not. That was self-defense, and they shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the same answer for everything, no matter what the crime is.
We just got Mr. Opiate Far.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear you on that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't hold themselves accountable.
They're never
But
accountable for anything.
I had showed those I had showed those pictures that I had screenshot,
Mm-hmm.
and you seen just the damage that they did to him physically. He dug into him so hard, his face was starting to turn the color of the actual pavement.
Yeah.
And then in his neck, and then his knuckles were, because he was trying to push up to get some kind of air in his rib cage, and then there's a photo of his shoulder. And I mean he did some damage. But the thing that got me was when I was listening to the trial, say they would have revived him, he would have been a vegetable. He would
Yeah.
have already had brain damage.
They said it was. We know medical examiners were saying there was brain damage,
Mm-hmm.
and he had very little oxygen left in his body.
Mm-hmm. It was
And
a horrible death.
he went into cardiac arrest. But yeah, with you being cut off from your air, you would have a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not
Mm-hmm.
really shocking.
No, not at all. Yeah, not at all. But just the defense, because I the juror, because I played her video, the alternate. She said she pretty much called it perfectly when she said that lawyer sold him basically a line of shit. And
Yeah.
when I say, oh, because of his health issues or because of his drug issues, that's
Mhm.
why he died. And then they even want to possibly even throw in the exhaust. Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw him, and he might have been high up in that store, but he was walking around and talking to people and everything.
Well,
And
you know
that's
what?
why I think if that bill was counterfeit, he might not have even known it.
I've had
I
that
was
to happen to
telling
me. I've
True,
had a counterfeit bill on me.
I told True Royal about a day or so ago, my father had one, and
Mm-hmm.
he didn't even know it, and he got the counterfeit bill directly from the bank. And
Mm-hmm.
the person at the store just told him that the bill, $100 bill he had was not real. He just got in the car and went back up at the bank, and they exchanged it. They took the bill and gave him another 100.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And in that case, I don't know why they called the police. All they had to do was give the bill back to him and just not serve him. If
Mm-hmm.
you thought, why would the police need to be called?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that alternate said. This man ended up dead over a so-called counterfeit. And
And where did did anybody see this bill?
no, no.
I have my doubts that it was counterfeit.
Well,
Or like I said, he didn't know.
something stood out to me. Because it was two passengers in the car with him. Well, one of them was an ex-girlfriend.
And one was
And
a drug dealer.
yeah,
That's
and
where the drugs came from. And he
yeah,
remember he pled the fifth.
yeah, because he ran off into Texas.
Mm-hmm.
He took off, and the Texas Rangers got him. Well, it was something that his ex-girlfriend said, because he was asleep on the steering wheel. Floyd always had a job,
Mm-hmm.
and you got what you call functional addicts. Even that basketball player that him and Floyd kind of resemble each other. He said the man never asked him for personal money. The only time he ever asked him for help was to pay his mother rent one time, and he
Mm-hmm.
asked him for some clothes because it was, given his height, it was hard to find clothes for him. But yeah, he was either driving trucks or work as a bouncer, and
Mm.
he had worked a very long shift. He had drove trucks and stuff, and it was obvious that he had drugs in him. But when they did the toxicology, it wasn't at a level that they was trying to make it sound like.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
It was not.
Mm-hmm.
It was not enough to kill him that day. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's like insulting our intelligence. Excuse
Mm-hmm.
me. We saw how he died, but they're telling us don't believe what your eyes saw. It was the fentanyl that killed him.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
no, don't believe what you saw. Derek Chauvin do. It was the fentanyl that killed him. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's where they insult our intelligence, because we know exactly what we are seeing,
And
and
remember,
also
Queen, when the EMT showed up, they wouldn't even let them even try to resuscitate him. So
I
they
know.
wanted him dead.
Yes, they
Derek
did.
wanted him dead.
No, no, Floyd is what you was called a functional addict. I've seen a many of them. I have some in my family, and they go to work, they maintain their household. I mean, their life is a mess, but
Yeah, but
it's
they
their
always do
mess.
that. They
Mm-hmm.
always do that, y'all. Look, remember if we see a murder on camera, what do they always come back and say? Well, what happened before the video turned on? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? They always playing them head games with us. And that's
Yeah,
all really it is. It's just a head game.
yeah. They tell, and what I don't like is because we know what we see, and they also trying to tell us how to feel.
Yeah.
On top of that,
I used to
that's a
shut them down on my job when they would do that. Well,
mm-hmm.
you should feel this way. No, you don't get to tell me how to feel about anything. And I would tell
Mm-hmm.
them that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they think, but see, that all comes out of chattel slavery.
Oh, I'm glad you
That's
brought that up,
all comes out of
Black
chattel
Mama.
slavery.
I have to say this one. Remember, I had called Lisa on this one. They had some white woman. She was a nurse that got up there to testify. That woman was three shades in the wind. You could look in her face and tell she'd be popping pills. She was high when she was on the witness stand. Remember
Mhm.
that white woman?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Black Mama said many surgeons and teachers and police, etc., are functional addicts. You're absolutely right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that nurse was jacked up. She had that gaunt look. She looked like a meth head and everything. Straight up nurse. They don't even have it in their DNA to be accountable for anything.
Well, I gotta say this. So, Decent D, you showing up on my channel? Aren't you the one that kept accusing me of being a white woman and kept
Oh,
chasing me down all over the channels if I post a comment talking about show your face? Now, because your channel got the shaft, you're over here trying to show support?
oh wow.
Oh, they gave you the shaft too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I would have been very supportive, but since you're not a decent person, I won't be. Not towards
Mm.
you.
No, you were very nasty towards
Very
Lisa.
nasty.
Yeah.
Very nasty. And I had you on my panel. Very
Often.
nasty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We don't forget. Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Santee? Glad you're here, brother.
Oh, his channel is on fire. Boy, he's on
Mm-hmm.
fire over there.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
But that, like I said, they're trying to get to us all one by one. We know they always do this. If you remember, I remember myself and Tareen got taken down around the same time.
Yes.
And they were over on one of the white supremacist sites plotting who they were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
And then going after a bunch of black people and taking them down all at
Yeah,
once.
because
They've always done this.
remember they was messing with Turin and LVZ at
Yes, I
the same
remember that
time.
too. Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
Because for a
remember that
minute,
too.
Turin was over on Black Junction, and he finally came back and stuff. That shit is exhausting. I mean, Turin. I mean, his channel wasn't up an hour, and they were
Yeah,
slamming it down.
yeah, very true. And I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that
But
very well.
yeah, usually when they get us, they always try to get us in groups. That's
Mm-hmm.
usually how they do it. But
Yeah.
yeah, but you know what? That is something that is the fault of YouTube because, see, if a white supremacist come and flag your channel, that should never be the final say. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if they did investigative work and see this person is going around bothering Black YouTube, that should raise a red flag. And no, that person shouldn't have no say to whether your channel is up and down. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, you know, this is when it's up to you to try to fight them on that.
Mm-hmm.
You can fight that sufficiently. You
Yes, you
really can,
can. Yeah.
you know, but they try to make it very difficult because of who we are.
Mm-hmm. True.
And that's really what it's all about. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
CH464. Good to see you.
I was just checking my email. I thank everybody for the donations.
Yeah,
Greatly
so do I.
appreciate it.
I got a
Yes.
couple of cash apps that came through.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I gave the hearts back to you.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you so much for that. You know, when you do give, we deeply appreciate it. We don't take that
Mm-hmm.
for granted.
No, we sure don't. Because these donations help other folks.
Mm-hmm. It sure does.
Yeah. I have to remember to add the aspirin to that. Let me send myself a email.
Yeah.
That's how I have to do it sometimes because I got to add that to my my list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to forget that. That's I don't want to forget that.
You know, but you know what, that this is why, you know, because of everything we go through. You know, I just saw the name Micah Blankenship. Thank you, Micah. You know, this is why Micah Johnson came into being, right? Our people sometimes get tired.
Did you Lisa, did you investigate more of that about one of those Black Lives Matters chicks buying all that $1 million property?
Yeah.
I actually seen a video.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have no one piece of property. I think it was like
She
4 or
had,
5.
there were several. And
Yeah.
some of them properties didn't even look all that great.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying, you know, some of the ones I saw, I was like, why did she buy that?
Yeah, and then they were questioning her. Well, she was talking about she worked for some advertising company and she do this and then. I'm like, nah, you getting those from donations. Mm-mm. That's you going into the high millions. I mean, I couldn't imagine that person what they have to pay a loan and house notes. They got to be kicking out $1 million something because that was quite a bit of property. But people been trying to tell them for the longest. They killed a lot of them off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, and that's the thing. But one thing I can tell you about True Royal and I, since we've been on YouTube, we're very supportive. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I have helped many people that were struggling. And I just don't talk about it. I don't say anything about it, but I have given a lot of donations from the time I came up. And I know True Royal has too.
Mm-hmm.
We have both done that.
Yeah.
You know, so we definitely give back.
Yes.
I'll pop up on Tareen's channel and I give to him or Santee or Phil. I'll go around and give donations. I mean, even behind the scene, I gave Queen Amadaya I gave her
Mhm.
a nice donation. We do this all the time. We
Yeah.
may not talk about it all the time, but we certainly
Mhm.
do it.
Yeah, my thing is, if anybody's new, is um, the donations that I get. Um, if a person really and truly cannot afford these supplements to protect themselves from coronavirus, I will purchase them, and it's not a one-time deal. Most of the people that um, I support, or the channel support, let's say the channel support, are single parents,
Yeah.
and they're worried about their children's well-being too as well. So these things are safe for our children to take too.
Yeah.
So this is an ongoing thing with me, because like I said, when I did my assessment, and everybody do their thing different on their channel, I just said I just need $5. That's it.
Yeah.
Ongoing and stuff. And there's been a few of my subscribers that got on their feet and said that they didn't need me to send them any more supplements, and they wanted me to pass that on to someone else. And I they appreciate it, and I appreciate it too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Hmm. But I'm like Lisa, I really don't like talking about it,
Hmm.
because I don't like when people just keep pointing that out. It's like, oh, what are you doing that for? This is what I did for this particular person.
Right.
Oh yeah, Lisa did put a better boogie on the map. She definitely did that. I love that.
Hmm.
Hmm. I like the little commercial too.
Yeah, I had some devil come last night telling me, take that off, change your intro. Let me just tell you something. I'll just block you. I'm not going to deal with you. I'm just going to block you.
Hmm.
I never go to somebody else's channel and complain if they got a commercial spot, and several did. I know Phil had some. Nicole's View, she had a couple of people, that she was, that were being sponsored on her channel. I
Hmm.
wouldn't even have the nerve to go on somebody's channel and complain about your sponsors. How
Hmm.
ignorant is that?
They was jumping all on Nicole when she had that little commercial she had there.
Yeah.
They said it was too long, and I'm like, well, damn, all you had to do was just
Don't you know how to move past that? Y'all don't know how to
hmm.
do that?
Hmm.
I mean, I sure know how to do it.
Yeah, it's real easy.
Yeah, it sure is.
Hmm. All kinds out here.
Hmm. But it is what it is. Some people are just rude like that,
Hmm.
or they think they got the right to tell you what to do on your own channel.
Oh yeah, what you better do. It's like, put up your own damn video.
Hmm.
You know, you wouldn't want nobody telling you what you better do. Some of the demands folks make on
Oh
you.
yeah, like I told True Royal, I had some people even come at me nasty because they wanted me to do a certain video. Do a video on this. Nah, I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. You don't come at nobody like that when you want them to do a video.
Mm-hmm.
But some people think that if they come at me like that, I'm going to sit down and do the video. No, I won't do it at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know I because I was doing in the beginning, because COVID was such a traumatic thing. I was
Mm-hmm.
doing a lot of COVID videos because we never gone through nothing like this
Oh
before.
no, yeah, that was like,
So
whoa.
yeah, so in the beginning I did, it was something we never lived through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're fear mongering. No, I'm trying to learn about what's going on. That's not
Well,
fear
well,
mongering.
the thing is, how I looked at it was, um, we knew that the plagues and all these different things would come back because it was prophesized. But what threw us off was we didn't know how we was gonna feel,
Mm-hmm.
and it was shocking because we kept saying, I caught myself saying it a lot. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my
Yeah.
life. Uh
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah.
And then what's so deep is it show you how incompetent they are, how just in this country alone, how it
Mhm.
rapidly spread.
Yeah.
There's through the United States alone. I'm like, damn.
And remember, these people got on a soapbox, claimed they did everything here, which we know they didn't. claim they invented medicine. Medicine existed in the world long before this white man showed up on the planet. And they were the inventors of science and medicine and everything. And look how bad they have done through their science and medicine with COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, every day we hearing something jacked up.
It's just hilarious. Everything they claim they could do, they have failed at it during COVID.
Yeah, like this vaccine. You know, they having to recall it, and you know, people getting blood clots. There's something wrong with all that stuff.
And they know it. They know it.
You know, what's the guy's name you're going to interview again?
Truth Unveiled 7.
Yeah, remember on his channel, he read off the ingredients. That shit knocked me down. I was like,
that's what they got him for, Queen. Medical misinformation.
Oh, here we go.
And took the entire channel down.
That ain't the first time they did that to him.
I know. They did. He lost his channel, and I was actually the one that helped him get it back, and he got it back. And then they nailed him again.
It's never ending with they shit.
You know, because they just want you gone, get off of the panel and all that stuff. But in the meanwhile, you got all these people out here using the N-word and going and doing the most on these videos, and they're being left alone.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They had pedophiles, pedophiles and had a field day.
And what's that dude, Charles James? You know, that white dude that put all the makeup on? He just got accused of sexting underage children.
Lord.
And he's still out here. They didn't take nothing from him. He's still out here. They didn't take his channel down. But see, that's what we're talking. Remember all the times PewDiePie was out here using the N-word? Is his channel still there? See, this is why. Yeah, James Charles. Thank you, Devin S. And you see him still out here. So when it comes from their lips, it's all good. But when something comes from us, we gotta go. And get out of here.
Yeah, please. What a joke.
It is. It is. At the end of the day, it's still the usual double standards. That's all it is. It is.
Yeah.
You know, and just think about all the videos they took down from you and never gave you an explanation.
What? I have 700 videos missing. I'll get them back.
No explanation.
Just took them down. Didn't email me or nothing. Just took them down.
That's something.
I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm not giving up.
Yep. Yeah. Ain't that something? But yeah, I'm not surprised. And look, y'all, I'm sure they got more to come. We know they're still, and we know they're sitting around listening to us now. We're not stupid. We know you're there.
No, because they think we're gonna plot to overthrow the government.
No, that's what y'all do. No, that's what y'all do. No, that's what y'all do. You know, up at the U.S. Capitol, trying to overthrow the government and smearing pee and shit everywhere. No, that's what y'all do. We don't do that. That's not our thing. That's your thing.
That was a disgrace. They shitted all over the Capitol.
Smeared it everywhere, on the walls, all over the floor. Smeared it everywhere. You know, that's embarrassing. Okay, it's one thing if you're protesting, but what does the pee and poop got to do with anything? Other than say you're disgusting.
It sure is. Well, they were
and let's not forget
displaying their true nature, Lisa.
Yeah, and let's not forget they also looted the Capitol. They took all kinds of shit out of there. And at the end of the day, did it stop Joe Biden from being inaugurated?
Nope, it
didn't stop a damn thing. Now you're sitting there with all kinds of legal issues, but we know they're going to get you out of the whole thing because that's what they do. Okay, we know you're going to get out of the whole thing, you know, just like they said that officer that was killed, that sicknick, oh, that was of natural causes. That was of natural causes. Now nobody got to go to jail for his death.
Lord, that's sad. And they act like they so patriotic and care about the law enforcement. You know,
Yeah, law
that was
enforcement went
anarchy.
up there attacking all them cops, right?
Mm-hmm. You hear Auntie Lisa? You know I was babysitting the whole time.
Oh, okay.
She knows your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's Auntie Lisa. You see her face there, huh?
Wow.
Mhm.
But yeah, they have no right talking about black people looting. Every time they try to talk about us looting, always put the US Capitol back in their face. I mean, what, you don't know how to find a bathroom and go to the bathroom?
Oh,
So
Lisa,
y'all,
I ain't gonna never let that go. You ain't never
yeah,
lied.
you're
You ain't
using, right. So you're using your pee and poop as a weapon.
never lied.
You're weaponizing your
Oh,
excrement. That's a weapon.
mm.
Yeah, it is treason. But you know, you notice they're very careful about what they say about that. And to be honest with you, I think they were kind of glad the Floyd and other things came along.
Yeah, the
So, and the
shooting.
mass shootings, so they didn't have to talk about the Capitol. They barely talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want
Yeah,
to
we
talk
want.
about that.
Yeah, they can't throw that up in nobody's face.
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
bet you. I bet you it's some shit somewhere. Some shit somewhere dried and crusty up there right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you see, it was black men that went up there and cleaned that mess up.
Yeah, there was black contractors. Even LVZ said the fencing that was put up, that was a black contractor.
Oh, okay. Black people are good now, right? When it comes down to cleaning up after you,
Mm-hmm.
it's all,
Boy, for me
it's
to have to
all
clean,
good.
when I used to have my carpet cleaning service, they would have special requests like that. That's when you
Mm-hmm.
charge they ass too. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they be wanting you to come down there. This gonna cost you.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. They
Yes.
had to wear Tyvek suits, and you know, I remember them brothers was suited and booted, making sure they, that crusty shit.
Yeah.
And they was criticized by you know who. I ain't gonna give up her name. She
Well, I
criticized them
mean, look,
brothers.
even those brothers deserve to make some money. I mean,
Yeah,
what do you want them to do?
either they was gonna clean it or somebody else was.
Right. So somebody was going to
Charge
make
their
money.
ass.
Yeah, somebody was going to make money off of cleaning up the Capitol and fixing the windows. I mean, it was so
Hmm.
much damage done to the building,
Yeah,
right? So what did you expect?
because I mean, straight up, that would have been 100 grand.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And you never know. They could have charged that. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what they got.
But you dealing with waste, human waste. It's a hazard. It's a hazmat
Right.
situation and stuff.
Mhm.
So, my workers, I want them to be blessed real good. All of them should be walking up out of there with 2 or 3 thousand in their pocket.
Yeah, and you look at how fast Trump turned on them people, talking about they deserve to be punished to the full extent of the law.
I know he's such a dog. He's such a dog. Oh, he a dog.
Those people went up there and did all of that, and at the end of the day, Trump turned on their ass. And you remember when before he left, they were begging for pardons. I want to be pardoned. I want to be pardoned. You sound like a coward.
And then, you were telling me they were finding some commonality in them. A lot of them had bad credit.
Yeah, they had bad credit. Like that
Uh-huh.
Jenna, the one that flew on the private jet, they said she filed multiple bankruptcies. That woman was in bad shape.
Yeah, she coming in there high siding like she got it going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they said that was the one thing they all had in common. These screaming Trump supporters all had bad finances.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, when they come around us, they try to put on airs like they got it going on. I used to always say in the back of my mind, I know this motherfucker is lying. I know they're lying. They
Well,
don't have
that
nothing together.
one woman you was on, She was like, "Oh, you're gonna be blessed if you give me some money."
Yeah, that
And
was
all this stuff.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I was
That was
like,
the same one
mm-hmm,
on the private jet. It was her.
mm-hmm. And they wanted to be, she wanted to be seen. They was proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
Use your
Yeah,
steady.
well, remember, that's how many of them got arrested. They went home and uploaded the video of them inside the Capitol. That's how many of them got busted.
They, you know what they thinking is twisted. It's like that situation with that army sergeant that was cussing out that brother. His wife is filming the whole thing, and they feel justified in what they doing.
Yeah.
You just screwed yourself even more.
Mm-hmm. I actually did that video on my other channel. I'll be showing it on my main channel.
Mm-hmm.
I think either Saturday or Sunday. You'll
yeah, a
see
bunch
that.
of them was spending their stimulus money to get up there to the White House.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Remember the one with the cow horns, because that's what they are, cow horns, a boy cow horns. His mother said he was unemployed.
Mm-hmm. He was sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has to have a particular diet.
Oh yeah, he has to have an organic diet.
Uh-huh. Or he'll get sick.
I was like, how about just keeping your ass at home because you can't afford to be there?
Oh yeah, I give him some organic diet. He'll eat some tree bark. Suck on that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, he thought that was a game and all that. But a lot of them people don't work.
No, they didn't have jobs. That was probably
how many of them got you start checking their wallets. How many of them got an EBT card?
Mm-hmm.
Probably about 90% of them. They're so full of it.
Yeah, but according to them, they got it going on, and black people don't. Like whatever.
They always put it on airs. That came out, Lisa, when they was having them government shutdowns, and some of them folks was coming up looking for them politicians they had voted in. I need you to pay my bills. They're not gonna pay your bills.
Won't pay nothing. No, won't pay nothing.
Here. Hey, Lisa and True Royal, what did you think about the race soldier killing since George Floyd's verdict?
Well, I expect it to ramp up.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not shocked, and I expect everything to ramp up with the race soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Remember, the number one killer of the cops is what, True Royal?
Rona.
There you go.
That's why I support them. They need to get that vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do your thing. You can take my spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rona been working on their ass big time.
Yeah,
they got a website.
But yeah, over the next few weeks, you'll see the cases coming up for these insurrectionists, and watch the very light or no sentence they get. If they get something, it's going to be extra light.
Well, something else that they've been doing. They stopped showing the footage because the more they would show the footage, it would get worse.
Yeah.
And they'll start bitching about that. Now I don't see the footage up like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
They was putting up something almost every day on CNN because they was combing through that and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They do that shit. Get the pissing and moaning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you still see videos of cops even standing in groups and nobody got a mask on. I've seen that so many times.
I see that everywhere now. You see that everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it so many times. It's not even funny.
Some people have a mask on just for show, and it be sliding off their nose and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they don't be taking that shit serious.
No, they never do. Never do.
I wear two when I go out.
So do I.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing to play with. Ooh,
yeah, you're right, Dwayne. They'll get $500 in community service. They have a $500 fine in community service. Yeah, that sounds about white.
You hear how bad it is over there in India? They medical system has just completely collapsed.
Well, it's going to happen here too.
Mm-hmm.
It's running up real fast in all of these states. And like I said, my state is in the red. It's been in the red for weeks now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you go ahead, girl, speak. You go right ahead and speak, girl.
You gonna say something, Nadia? She checking it out.
Mm-hmm. She's like, how can I get in here and say something? Oh man. You go, girl. You know, when my son started speaking, I don't know if any of your children did. My son used to speak loud.
Wow.
And my mother used to call him loudspeaker. And he would just speak so loud. I guess when he started speaking, he thought he had to shout it.
Mm. Oh yeah.
She
She
would call
bright-eyed and
him
bushy tail. You
loudspeaker.
gonna make some videos, Nadia? Huh? You smiling at Lisa? She love your picture.
Mm-hmm. All right.
She's walking too, Lisa, all over the damn house.
I tell you what, I know my mom said when I first started walking, she was nervous because I was only 8 months old.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, she just said, I just had to let you go. And she said she was scared in the beginning. She would just follow right behind me. But then after a while, she realized I was pretty steady on my feet and she just let me go.
That didn't happen with Delbert. He was 7 months, Lisa. He had no damn sense of direction. That boy was all over the place. All over the place. Now, Nadia, she has a very good sense of direction. She's a year old, but she's tiny.
Mm-hmm.
She's real tiny. And she will fight you. She know what she want and don't want. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her mama in there sleep. Her mother had a rough night.
Mm-hmm.
Payback is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, she gave me mine. Can I just watch the baby? I didn't get no sleep last night. And I put Nadia down again, less than 5 minutes. She said, how do you do that? I don't know. I got to hold in touch.
Yeah. Oh, well, I had a little payback about a week ago. I went out and I left my wallet at home. You know how it is, right?
Uh-huh.
So when I got back to the house, I got fussed at.
Yes.
And I said, oh, okay. That night, guess who went to work and left their wallet? The same night. Guess who went to work and left their wallet? And I was like, boy, it didn't take long for that karma to come back. He didn't say a word. Didn't say a word.
And get the wallet and keep it moving. Keep your head oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. And I think what it is, I done got used to not going out that much. I think that's what it was. But see, when I was going out all the time and running my little errands pro COVID, I wasn't having that issue. But then when I got more used to being at home more than being out, I just forgot because I wasn't going out as much.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow. Ain't that something?
Yeah. Yeah, she having a conversation with you.
Mm-hmm. But you know, those things happen where, you know, you get used to things being one way and then everything has dramatically changed in just 1 year. 1 year.
You know what I was just thinking of? I was thinking of LVZ when he's babysitting. That baby got him wrapped around her little finger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He be talking more mess, but let her show up.
All right, y'all. We're not going to keep you too much longer. Thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate it. We just wanted to get y'all caught up on the things that were going on. And of course, you know, more came out today, you know, especially with Phil. And, you know, I'm going to definitely keep in touch with him. And, you know, I let him know I was here if he needed help. I have gone through that before.
Yeah, I have a interview coming up again, or more so a discussion with Dr. Wallace on,
Yeah,
how we being psychologically damaged
yeah,
watching
especially our
watching
children,
shootings. Yeah,
especially
yeah.
our kids in
Mhm.
school and all. You see, their intention is not to teach your child, but to psychologically damage them while they have them.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah,
That is their intention,
sure is. Sure is. Sure is.
and
So
it's disgusting looking at this.
I'm glad that we have Dr. Wallace for that. He's good in that area.
Yeah, he sure is.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll definitely be coming back together again.
All right.
And, we'll just try to keep the line of communication going,
Mhm.
as long as we can.
Yeah, thank you for the donations for me
Yes,
and Lizzie's
thank you.
channel very much.
Thank you very much for the donations, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. So, everybody, shalom until we come together again. And we'll be coming together for Bible study. So just look for the links when they come out. You'll see them.
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Shalom, family.
Shalom.